Hi, and welcome everybody to our, I guess we're already into our third webinar this summer. Today we're talking about attracting investors for public companies using executive branding. Very excited it's probably, I guess next to social media, and it is somewhat social media. It's probably the most important thing we do at stock marketing, is to really take executives of public companies, build credibility for them, make them somewhat of an industry expert online, and obviously they are in their day-to-day role. And it's something that provides incredible confidence in investors going forward with a public company. So I'm excited to get into today. We've got probably about a 20-minute talk, 10-minute Q&A. So executive branding, what is it? Why do we call it? And what is it going to do for your company? Great thing about executive branding, it's unlike other social. Other social, you need to be the admin of the company in LinkedIn, Facebook. Great to see Perry here with us as well. And Perry's one of our great, maybe we'll use Perry as a bit of an example later on as well from Green River Gold. Executive branding is the chance for executives of public companies to stand out and build a profile for themselves on LinkedIn. If you're not the admin of the LinkedIn company page, it's a great chance for you to assist the company in attracting investors. And I do this because I firmly believe IR has completely changed since the pandemic. Very few opportunities anymore for companies to hold road shows or events that not being attended. And we saw it at PDAC for mining the way it does. It's just not an opportunity for getting face-to-face with investors anymore. It's very few and far between. Investors spend so much time at home watching Netflix, it's hard to get them out to an event. We're excited to get out again to restaurants and with our families, but it's not happening really in business just yet. So it's still such an important draw for investors to spend time online, and they do. We have the numbers, we know what's happening. And as anybody in IR, whether you're the CEO, chairman of a public company, so incredibly important for you to build a profile for yourself on LinkedIn and post company information, hence executive branding. So what does it take? Well, it takes for you to have a real professional profile on LinkedIn. Get in there as yourself. Make sure you've got a brief bio that's there explaining what you're doing and why you're doing it. Great profile picture, something updated. Don't post something from your high school yearbook. Make sure it's something somebody's taken professionally and recently. A banner behind the image on LinkedIn, and up-to-date information, your experience, your education. Make sure your bio truly speaks about you on LinkedIn as a personal profile. Have it there and make sure, including stock tags for yourself, for your company, make sure the exchange and make sure the share tags are there so people know exactly what it is you're talking about and what you're proud to represent. And again, whether you're CEO, chairman, director, head of IR, make sure the company content is there for you. And now the secret sauce to it all, make sure you're posting weekly to your personal profile with your company information. And it's not adding it in as its own content to your personal profile. What you want to do to build executive branding, to attract investors and build your own profile of connections is to share company information to your personal profile. Does two things. Builds the credibility, as I mentioned, as an industry expert for yourself. And it doesn't matter whether your public company is selling products, selling services, it's in mining. 6 years ago, I met Dwayne Parnham, wonderful CEO. Big home run in the past for him was UNX, uranium in Namibia. When Dwayne and I met in 2016, Dwayne had 4 followers on LinkedIn. We immediately finished his bio, had an updated photo I think I took right there in the office with his phone, a banner behind it. I think he was living in Burlington at the time. We used the skyline from Burlington, Ontario, behind him. And it added an opportunity for us to build his profile, experience, education. We built his profile incredibly well, and we began posting company information consistently, weekly for him. At the time, he was with Guiani Metals. Weekly Guiani Metals information, news releases, updated investor presentations, updates from the mine site were posted, shared from the company page over to Dwayne's LinkedIn profile. And it happened there for Guiani. As he moved on to Broadway Gold, we carried on and did the same thing. And now Dwayne is with Madison Metals, public and CSE recently went live, listed about 2 months ago. Dwayne had over 4,000 connections, 4,000 people following his every move. So again, when a news release comes out from the company, new investor presentation, something important happening in Namibia with the uranium site that they have with Madison Metals, 4,000 people are immediately updated about this information, and you're turning a LinkedIn connection maybe into a potential shareholder. Incredibly important and something that we love doing here at Stock Marketing for our clients. Perry, you happen to be one of them. Green River Gold, great properties in British Columbia. Whenever Green River has a new news release, we've updated investor presentation, new information on the website. For Perry, we post it there to Green River Gold and carry it on to Perry's personal profile for him. But we have found incredible growth for companies and exposure to potential investors with it. So again, a bit to recap, make sure you're there as your company or whoever your company has engaged, posting weekly to its LinkedIn company profile, completely separate than your personal. Every public company, and in fact, every company in the world needs to have a LinkedIn company page. LinkedIn actually goes through Google, finds every company in the world, and creates a LinkedIn company page. So if it's something you're not aware of, type in your company name now on LinkedIn and go and have a look. It's there. Whether somebody from your company and your organization has accepted the company creation, claim the page, it's there. And hopefully somebody on your team has engaged a company like Stock Marketing, and you've been able to complete the profile just like you do a personal profile. There you get to add an address, a website, bio in the company. You allow employees to connect to it and make sure the logo is there and people really feel the company culture and the company branding. And weekly posts are great to have popping up and popping over on there for it. So important for the company to have a LinkedIn company page. And then add yourself, again, as an executive with a public company, or as Heather's mentioning, she's got a few public companies. I don't know if you're in IR, if you're the CEO of the companies, as your personal profile, capture content weekly, repost it. And here's the secret to reposting. Make sure you're adding a narrative. Hey, great news release from our company today. Great addition to our mining properties today, or assay results are out. Add a narrative, because that's where you're going to build yourself as an industry expert, a bit of an influencer, if we'll call it, in the public area. But it's a chance for you to really build yourself and add the credibility to it. And then hashtags. Hashtags came out because of Twitter, but they certainly work on LinkedIn. People are searching sectors. People are searching content by hashtags. So add the little phone symbol, the little pound sign, make sure it's there, and add things like stocks, investing. Make sure the necessary words to your sector or industry are added there right behind you. Adds for a chance for people who are searching to find you as well, rather than just searching for you as a person. They can find you by keywords. So great things to recap that you can do to really grow a following on LinkedIn, and most importantly, attract investors to your public company. 2 weeks from now, we're going to talk about video. We're going to talk about podcasts, how important they are. Video is one of the best ways for potential investors to consume information online and through social media. So let's make sure that we get all of you there as well. The event is always posted to LinkedIn, something you can easily find. And from there, let's chat further and make sure your company is attracting investors. Thanks for joining me, everybody, today. It's been a pleasure, as always, to chat, and hopefully we see you soon.